Hey loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. And welcome back to our New Horizons Legacy Challenge. So it has been quite a while since we've been here with our New Horizons Legacy Challenge. I feel like I'm saying that at the beginning of every part, but that's just the way it is. Life gets away from me sometimes. So we are here with our founder. This is Miss Sage Rucker, which I actually just remembered I need to change their name back because they should have her last name. But this is Sage, and she's out here working on her fishing. And if you recall, in the last part, our husband Soren had to take a little side field trip to Salvadorada because he ended up getting poisoned, and we had to go to Salvadorada to try to save his life, and we were successful. He was saved, so he's back. But before he left, because I wasn't sure that he would make it back, I didn't only want to have a one option for an heir. So I had these two try for baby in our cow shed, and Sage is pregnant. So she is in her first trimester right now. She's just very early in her pregnancy, but she is pregnant nonetheless. And if you recall, I do have the relationship and pregnancies overhaul mod. So she's neutral about having children, and Soren actually is as well. However, when we had our first child, little Miss Sunny, these two were not neutral about having children. They actually did not want children when they had her. So they had quite a contentious relationship growing up. And I think that that's really going to affect the way Sunny grows up, knowing that her sibling is coming into a relationship where she is going to be a bit more loved than our girl Sunny is. So I am planning for Sunny to be the heir for our next generation, and that generation is yellow, and she is going to be doing a lot of cooking. So I want to work on her skills as much as possible as she's aging up. So I did do a few updates to the home, so I'm going to go ahead and send her in here and let her come work on her shapes. But I did basically give her a room. She did just have a nursery. I forgot to move this. There we go. She did just have like a little nursery. So I went ahead and made it a room with its own separate door from the outside. It was just connected to her parents' room. I did also do some updates around the farm. So as you can see here, I moved the greenhouse. It used to be over here. I actually put in a little lake instead because Sage needs to master her fishing skill, and she's only level 7. We do have water nearby. We are in Hinford on Bagley, so there is like water right over here, but honestly it was getting hard to travel all the way over there to fish, so I just went ahead and gave her a fishing spot right out back. Then I also upgraded our greenhouse so it's a little bit bigger and right kind of just behind where the rest of the garden is. It's mostly made of glass walls. We have a couple of wooden walls just because I thought that made sense. And then I also went ahead and fenced in the entire farm layout. I did just see a fox run into my fenced in area though, so I guess I don't know what good it did me to have this fenced off, but I did fence it off. So Soren is out here talking to one of the neighbors. This is not one of the Sims that I created for this. So she really shouldn't be here, but it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and have him try to clear the roaches and try to clear the flies. I'm pretty sure you can die from clearing the flies. So honestly, imagine he just dies right now. Like I did the entire last episode to save Soren's life, and he just dies from flies. But you know, sometimes you just gotta risk it. I am just still letting Sage fish out back, just working on her skills. She is actually very tired. It is pretty late, so I think we can go ahead and let her stop. Oh, he learned the etymology skill. I didn't think you could do that from that. So, okay. I guess she's attracted to us, and she can just not worry about that. You don't. No ma'am, no ma'am. I did recently start the hot tea legacy challenge. So that's gonna be my less wholesome family. This family, at least for this generation, is going to be wholesome. So he will not be engaging with that woman. I am gonna go ahead and have her come in here and go fish, not go fishing, and use the toilet. And I was gonna have her take a bath, but she actually doesn't really need to. She's a little bit hungry, but she's very tired, so I'm actually just gonna let her go ahead and use the toilet and go to sleep. Sunny is in here playing with her blocks. She's a little bit hungry, but she's not too bad either. Like, honestly, I can just let her eat when she wakes up in the morning. He's cleaning out all the spoiled food. Soren is neat, so he does tend to do all of the cleaning for the family. It's why I have him dealing with the trash that is actually already full. So I'll have him empty the trash again once he gets done at cleaning up because it's already over the top. We are tired of blocks. You know what? Before you go to sleep, why don't you come in here and read Sunny to sleep? These two are working on their relationship with Sunny. They know that they weren't the best parents to her when she was like an infant. And so now that she's a toddler and able to kind of pick up on a little bit more, I think they're trying to accommodate for any we'll say struggles that they had. But isn't she cute? I just love Sunny so much. I think she's absolutely so adorable. I am curious about our next child. We do actually not have enough space for another baby. So not really sure what we're gonna do there. We'll keep the baby in our room, I guess, for the first little bit. Also, I forgot to mention, I did also add a nectar seller. It's not finished, obviously, because we were running out of money, but Soren is into nectar. So he's been collecting bottles from the prairie grass. Oh, are we getting attacked? Okay, yeah, she's getting attacked by spiders. That reminds me, after the last part and Soren almost dying, because creepy crawlies can actually poison you to the point where you can die. Hopefully that's not what's going to happen to her. I'm going to go ahead and hop into build mode and remove the creepy crawlies lot trait. It's not something that's required by the challenge. It's just something that this lot had when I downloaded it because it was like an abandoned farm lot. So we're going to get rid of that because I don't want it. And hopefully Sage, technically Sage is pregnant, so she can't die. But yeah, we're just gonna have her go to sleep. These two are asleep. Soren can also come back and get to bed. I think he's doing some more cleaning, and then he can go ahead and head to sleep with everyone else. He's not really that tired, but it's just easier for me if all my Sims are on the same schedule. So I'm just gonna have him go to bed and we'll wrap this up for today. We didn't do anything for the farm, which I might regret because honestly, the farm animals can like leave pretty quickly, like if you're not taking care of them. But I'm hoping that everyone will be in a decent mood and we can start tomorrow and get everything going nice. And I am gonna just set auto lights for the bedrooms. I don't mind these candles not being on auto lights just because I think that it's good to be able to see some of the house, but we'll turn off the lights in the bedroom at least. Also, if anyone knows, I thought that if I fenced this in, we wouldn't get the foxes coming in, but they're still coming through my gate. So like, is there something I'm supposed to select that would stop them? There's not one that, says wild foxes. So just curious if anyone knows. And Soren is up. It's like 3 in the morning, but I'll just let him go ahead and get up. He can take care of his needs. He does need to use a toilet. He is fully rested. He's a little bit hungry, so I could have him prepare some breakfast for everyone. I actually always forget that if you want to cook, you need to click the stove and do cook off the grid. We could make like forager stew, but I actually think that our best option for a breakfast time, at least in my mind, is fruit salad. So I'm just gonna have him make a family size serving of that because that way Sunny, and Sage can all eat, and that'll be enough food for pretty much everyone. We'll have one serving left over because we pretty much never have like our refrigerator where it's actually, storing food because we are off the grid. So that way there'll be food available for everyone when it's time. And then let's see. Sunny's actually fully rested, but she's got a while left for sleeping. I guess it like defaults to having toddlers not get up in the middle of the night, which You know, I support. I do see that our sink is broken, but I want Sage to take care of that because she needs also to get her handiness to level 7, I believe, and she's level 3. So she needs to work on her handiness. So I'm not going to have him fix that because that's something she needs to work on. So instead, since he's up nice and early, I'm going to have him go ahead and start taking care of the garden. There's not really anything left for Sage to do. She's already maxed the skill. She needed to max the skill, but she already has. So right now she's just working on her aspirations. She is doing the freelance botanist as well as the country caretaker aspiration. She's on the final stage for both. One thing that we need to do is try to get a cow plant. I'm not sure if I want to go for splicing it or just try to buy it. And then we also need some excellent plants, which we only have one of, and I think it's literally the one I just evolved. We do need to work on getting some gifts from rabbits and birds and then getting Mac's relationship with one of our animals. I think the cow is who we're going for. Yeah, she has a really high relationship with the cow. So Sunny is up and hungry. So I'll just go ahead and let her get up and grab a serving of food. Soren, I didn't actually see that there was anything he needed to do out on the farm. We do have not a ton of chickens. We have one chick and one hen. And then we do have one egg. And it should hatch today. So let's just check on our little chick and make sure the chick's doing fine. I think we'll just go ahead and have him come and oh, he doesn't need to clean the coop. We'll clean the shed, and then honestly, let's have him harvest the prairie grass. We haven't harvested prairie grass in a while, and that is where he got a lot of his nectar. And actually, after he's done with that, maybe we'll have him come down here and make his first bottle of nectar. We do have quite a few bottles of finely aged nectar. I didn't want to sell them all in the last part because, as you can see, they're worth a ton. But I probably will have him go ahead and serve a few. But I probably will have him go ahead and sell a few at the next Finchwick Fair, just because we are going to need to upgrade the house when we have another child. And kind of for the storyline, the idea is that I'm going to have Sunny kind of creating some nectars as she's growing up. And then that's what she's going to take with her to kind of build her new life because I don't know. I like the story. I love a rags to riches start, but I don't want her to start with absolutely nothing. So she's going to start just kind of with whatever she has from her father. So her relationship with her father, I think, is going to be a little bit better than her relationship with her mother. Or at the very least, she's going to get into nectar making just from spending time with him. So that's kind of what she's going to take with her. And that's how she'll have a little bit of money to start because her parents are like farmers. That's what they understand. So I don't know that they'll be like the most understanding of her plans to sell food. But I think it'll be good. And it kind of fits that their relationship isn't the most ideal, but it's fine. We did get another bottle of nectar. This one is prairie grass nectar. It's not worth a ton, but I still think it's pretty good. And he's getting quite a few things. I will have him go ahead and harvest the grapes so he can take those with him to create some nectar. Sunny is in here eating up her a little breakfast. Sage is still sleeping. She's almost fully rested, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and get her up and let her grab a serving of food as well. Maybe come and sit here with Sunny, just because I think that'd be cute. I don't know how much prairie grass we actually have. I think we have quite a lot. I think he's pretty much done at this point, which is good. Um, the prairie grass lot trait, I think it's funny that it's like listed as a challenge because there's really nothing but good things that you can get from it. And we do need to shoo away this fox because I don't want it messing with our animals. Also, I do see that this rabbit. Oh, I thought this rabbit wanted to give a gift. I saw a gift over its head. Does it want to give him a gift? Okay, never mind. That's fine. I'll have it. Sage come and deal with the rabbits because she does need to get gifts from them. But I was gonna have Soren go ahead and hatch this egg. We'll do that before we harvest the grapes. We'll just let him do that next because we do need to get another chick. Okay. Let's see, is this a rooster chick? I would love if we could get a rooster just because we don't have any. And then you still need to shoo away this fox. I swear the fox was just eating something and I don't know what, but you gotta go. Like literally, I got a fence specifically for you. So now he can harvest the grapes. And okay, she's gotten in the bathtub, which, okay, her hygiene is kind of atrocious. Sunny is just kind of standing around. Let's have her go ahead and play in the cabinets a little bit just to work on her thinking skill. I want her to get at least level 3 in all of her skills because I think you get, it's like the well-rounded infant or some well-rounded toddler, some trait you get for this. So I wanted her to have that. And he's just running over here to watch her, which is cute. I do love that he's focused. I think he's literally taking notes on her, which like go off, I guess. But why don't you go ahead and come down here and craft your first bottle of nectar? I think that will be a lot of fun. And he has a lot of bottles, but it'll be nice for him to have one that's finally his own that he's created. And then we can also plop in our prairie grass nectar. And this should age pretty well since we are down in the basement. So he's just going to stomp away on his grapes. She's finishing up her bath. I'm going to go ahead and get her out and just have her come and repair the sink. I feel like there's so much to do, like as far as stuff for everyone to work on. Sunny doesn't have like, she has a lot to work on, but she doesn't know how to do a lot. Toddlers can be, I don't know, toddlers can be difficult in this game, but I actually think it's good. I like that they're not like the easiest, just because it's certainly realistic. Toddlers are a handful. So Sage is working on repairing the sink, and honestly, maybe after we do that, he likes nectar making. Yes, that's perfect. After she does that, let's actually go ahead and give Sunny a bubble bath. Is he? Yeah, he's completing his bottle right here. Look at you. I'm so proud. Okay, so he just added that to his inventory, and I think it'll say, yeah, okay, so this was made by Soren Rucker. It is a poor quality, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. Ooh, new family dynamic, strict. When it comes to Sage and Sunny, a sense of order seems to abound, as the younger Sim has a deep respect for their older family member, often meeting the older Sim's high expectations. For family members with a strict family dynamic, the older Sim will ask the younger Sim to do things like cleaning more, and the younger Sim will generally avoid rebelling, though both might get more stressed overall. I think that definitely fits just for kind of the dynamic that I imagine these two to have. I think that strict is probably the most appropriate. So she's going to take care of her. Soren is probably going to go do some more cleaning up. I do think we have some giant crops, so why don't I have him go ahead and plant these seeds, just because I feel like the giant crops are kind of like the best way to make money. So I'll give him the ones that she has. There we go. Okay, let's just have him go ahead and plant all the crops, just so we'll have some to sell at the upcoming fairs. She also does need to win a fair. And so I know there's definitely some for the oversized crop, so that might be kind of one of the easier options for her. So we'll see. Well, I'll just have him go ahead and plant all of these while she's finishing up with Sunny. And I feel like the bath, yeah, like the bath is kind of broken for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that they're done. She's like just starting on the bath and she's almost fully clean. So the next thing that I want her to do is work on gifting the rabbits. I don't think that there's any of them that she's overly friendly with. So let's go ahead and come out here and talk to this little spotted rabbit because I think he's really cute. And we'll give a gift. I'm going to start with produce. And I do have 1 carrot. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to the rabbit because I feel like the rabbit should like carrots. Also, we just learned a quirk for Sunny. She is aggressive. It is becoming clear that Sunny is a little more aggressive than other toddlers. Aggressive toddlers like to roughhouse and are quick to hit, bite, or kick Sims. so long as they aren't good friends. They don't even have to be angry like other toddlers, so watch out. So I think maybe that was what was wrong with Sage. I think that she was upset because I think she got kicked or bit. Okay, so we are getting a gift. So that's one. Oh, we just unlocked the ability to craft the llama cross stitch pattern. Okay, I don't know how we would have gotten that, but love that. I want to get to the point where this one will help with gardening. So we're just gonna chat with him. I also think that, and I don't have any that's out right now because I think that taro root is something else that they like. Is this plant dead? It's just out of season. Can I not spray bugs because it's out of season? That's kind of weird. Like, I understand it's out of season, but I would still think I could spray bugs. Okay, the next thing we want to do is work on maxing out our friendship with our cow because we're just basically there. So I'm just going to go ahead and have her give the cow a friendly treat because that way it'll be more interested in being friends. Okay, I think he's gone. And let's go ahead and socialize. Let's ask the cow about the weather. Okay, yeah, that was it. That's all we needed. That was it to max that out. So basically we just need to win a competition and work on getting some more gifts from the rabbits. I feel like they can only give us a gift like once a day. So I won't really expect anything for a little bit. I will look and see if I have any like taro root because I feel like a rabbit would probably like a potato, right? I like genuinely don't know. Let's get out a couple of things. Let's get one potato. Okay, so we have one potato and one taro root. So I'm gonna have her go ahead and try those with the rabbits. She is hugging her little one, which I think is adorable. I also probably need to have these two work on their relationship. With Love Struck, relationships definitely go down kind of quickly, or they can. So I do want to make sure that these two are spending time together. And honestly, you know what? Let's take a break from what I was doing and let's go ahead and do some... why don't we do some flashcards, actually? Oh, you know what? Let's teach to talk. I think that's cute. We'll teach her to talk. That'll work on her communication skill, which is pretty close to level 3, so I think that's pretty good. Let's also get this spoiled bowl out of her inventory, and we'll have Soren clean that up while he's cleaning up everything else. And maybe he can actually go down and make another bottle of nectar while these two are working on their relationship. I don't really think there's anything else he has to do. I think the shed is clean, relatively full. This is slightly dirty. I could have him clean the coop. We don't really need to collect eggs because we don't have... Hey, he has one of my eggs. It's the first time I've noticed that like they actually have something in their mouth. So let's actually stop. Also, I've never seen that option. Order Chansey to drop the egg. Or Chauncey. I think that's Chauncey. Let's order Chauncey to drop the egg, which he did do. Or she did. I actually don't know. Get my egg out of your mouth. And then let's go ahead and we became acquaintances. They don't like us, which is fine. We're not good enough friends to ask him to stop stealing. But like I said, I kind of definitely paid for offense to make, you know, this not be something I had to worry about. So maybe I just have to lock the gate for like all animals. Maybe that's the only way I can do it because I just don't feel like dealing with the fox. Let's playfully scare Chauncey. It's mischievous, and I actually think that Soren is a little bit on the mischievous side, so it kind of fits. And Sunny just got level 3 of... does that make you leave, or are you just gonna keep wandering around my yard? Because like it's time to go. Okay, thank you. Okay, Sunny just got level 3 of the... I'm struggling. Sunny just got level 3 communication. And I swear that Sage had one more set of seeds. Okay, she's almost done with this interaction to teach her how to talk, which is really good. I'm glad. I think it's cute that they're working on that. And then once she's done with that, I think we can try and... oh, Kellen's here. Let's actually have Soren come and talk to Kellen. So Kellen is Soren's best friend. He was in our wedding, and he's having a little bit of a hard time. His wife did pass away, so it's just him and his, I believe, a toddler son. I think Aaron is a toddler now. It was just him and his toddler son. So I feel like he's having some trouble figuring out kind of what he should be doing. We can discuss expanding the family. No idea who he would do that with. Let's go ahead and have a deep conversation. Let's kind of check on him and see how he's doing. I think he might be scared. Like, just looking at the way he was running just now, I think he's scared, which, I could see him being a little bit on the paranoid side. Let's go ahead and have her come and socialize with this rabbit. Let's tell a joke about Carrot. I wish we could give the rabbits friendly treats, but I don't think we can. We'll also talk about Fluff, and then we'll give this one a gift. And we'll gift produce yet again. And I think we'll just do a taro root. Oh, Rowan's calling. No, I don't want to go to the Humor and Hijinks Festival. That doesn't fit with what we're doing. Yeah, he is scared. I don't know what he's scared of. Let's share some outdoorsy tips with him. I wish there was a way for us to know kind of, brag about owning. Okay, I've never seen that before. Let's try to console him. I know he's definitely going through a lot with the loss of his wife and kind of not knowing what to do next. Like, raising his son on his own, I think, is a lot of work. He's, has some trouble with that. So I think that's reasonable. We can ask about relationship goals. Actually, you know what? Let's actually do that. Let's ask about his relationship goals because I'm curious. I don't know if we should try to set him up with someone else. Maybe the woman that was kind of swinging through here. I haven't really thought about that. Okay. Maybe we should. Maybe we should try to set him up with this woman that was like, at our house that was like really attracted to us. That could maybe be good. Which rabbit were we just talking to? Was it you? What did he think about the produce? Okay, he did like the taro root, it seems like. And then we'll get to know this rabbit as well. Just so we have like at least a beginning relationship with all of them. We'll give this some produce as well. This one will go for with the potato. So that way we can have like at least kind of start having a relationship with all of the rabbits. I think that's going to help us to get our 3 gifts. We do have these 3 rabbits that live here, so if each one of them gives us a gift, we'll be good to go. These 2 are still chatting, and yeah, you know what? She is right over there. I feel like it would be easier if she wasn't actually here, because like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe a side quest would be to try to set Kellen up with someone. What I am going to go ahead and do, we can have her cooking mentoring. Oh, it's just Sage. Which, I don't say that like it's bad. I just was wondering if maybe Kellen knew something. Let's go ahead and have him make some campfire spuds. Just to have something for us to eat. She's sleeping, but she's a little bit hungry. So I'm going to go ahead and have her play with toys while Soren is preparing some food. I probably should have waited for him to finish cooking before I woke her up. But it's fine. She can play with toys until that's done. These 2, I think he like freaked her out because he's panicking. I'm not sure what trait it is he has that has him freaking out like this. She does not like him. Oh, I don't know any of his traits. Okay. They are friends, which I don't know if they're very good friends, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and pop these up here and we will, let's call everyone to a meal. You can stop playing and come and grab yourself one. She's not a picky eater, so hopefully she's not going to fuss too much about having a potato. I mean, I think it's a good dinner. Oh, he's helping with the gardening. That's really good. Will you help shoo away this fox? Because he's really getting on my nerves. Vixen's almost certainly a girl, though. I'm gonna take a break from going to eat dinner so that I can get rid of the fox. Okay. So now that he's done that, I think he can come and eat a potato. And thankfully, Kellen went ahead and picked one up too, which I think is good. I wanted him to be able to eat some of the food. And actually, we have this one right here. So let's just go ahead and eat this one. Let's see. Let's discuss interests. Ask me woohoo partners is insane. Absolutely not. Let's share photos. Let's say they're sharing some photos of, she's neutral to him now. Okay, sure. Let's say they're sharing some photos of Kennedy, which is Sage's late best friend. I wish that there was a way. I want to ask about their son. I don't really see options for asking about children. Oh, you're pregnant. You didn't tell me. You know what? That's fair. That's so fair. I probably didn't. Which, I mean, she's not very pregnant. She is just now in her second trimester. So I feel like, this is typically when you would tell someone. I feel like you wouldn't immediately tell people you're pregnant, especially, so early in your pregnancy. And I feel like Sage is getting a little bit older. And I think that, as you get a little bit older, you just have a little bit more anxiety and fear around your pregnancies. So it makes sense to me that maybe she wouldn't have told him. I will go ahead. Oh, he's heading out, so I'll have Soren read Sunny to sleep while our slob of a mom is tooting away. And honestly, she's doing pretty decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have her gather some water and go fishing. I would love for her to get at least one more fishing skill level. Yeah, I would love for her to get this by the end of the day. I think that would be perfect. We'll go ahead and toss this in. I don't really think it's gonna matter, but we'll do it. And after he's done reading to her, I swore there was a way to add ice, but I don't see. Did you just go to sleep? Soren. Whatever, she's going to sleep too, so I'm just gonna let the two of them sleep while she tries to finish off this skill. Honestly, don't know if she's gonna be able to do it before she passes out, because it's going up, but not super fast. We're not on a tiny home lot or anything anymore, so we're just using the base skill development, so it's not moving super fast, but it's not awful. Okay, there we go. Our girl got it. That's not bad. We'll go ahead and let her go to sleep. Oh, you know what? I just saw sleep. Yeah, let's do sleep and cuddle. I think that's good for their relationship. And I actually don't always see that. So I don't know if it's just random when it shows up, or if you need to have a certain level of relationship. Let's actually go and be a champion first, and then she can take care of that, because a pregnant woman's bladder cannot be ignored. Our girl has got to take care of her needs before she can do anything else. And look at these little cuties sleeping and cuddling. Love that for y'all. I actually cannot sleep cuddled under someone. It's just not for me, but I love that it's working for them. I support that for their relationship. I think they're adorable together. Okay, you got up at 4 a.m. last night. But now all of a sudden you want to sleep all day? Get up. I guess maybe because they're cuddling, he didn't want to get up, but no, definitely get up. Come flush the toilet and then use the toilet. Sage is a slob, so she never flushes the toilet. And I guess she did wake up because he woke up, which I don't know. Maybe that's cute. Maybe it's kind of sad. But after he's done with that, I think he can go ahead and make some breakfast, because I assume that our little one is going to want to get up and eat pretty soon. So we'll make our fruit salad like we do every morning. All right, there we go. He's actually leveled up in cooking. None of his skills actually matter, so he's just skill gaining for the love of the game. But I love it. He's actually quite skilled. I don't think he's maxed any skills yet. Sage has a few maxed out skills. I don't think Soren has any, but he's doing pretty good when it comes to skills. And we're not trying to max any of his skills. So honestly, every skill that he has is something that he's just gotten organically, which I think is pretty impressive. And I think his gardening skills are really high. Tomorrow is a spooky day, which we will probably not be celebrating. We might try to do something. There's a few kids in town, so we could potentially have some trick-or-treaters, because I do have it set for them to do that for spooky day. I think, these are my potato plants. So I'm going to go ahead and have her harvest this one. Oh, it's a potato and a green pea plant, because I needed to make some hybrids. And ooh, we definitely need to clean our cow. Let's come clean our spotted cow. And then we'll probably need to socialize with our cow. Maybe feed it. Oh no, it's full. We'll just come and socialize. We'll clean it and ask to be friends. I think we'll need to drop some food for our chicks, probably. There's not a ton of food around still, so we'll drop a little food for them. Rowan's calling. She enjoyed spending time with Poppy Dwyer. Okay, girl, go off. I'm also realizing that we've literally not left the house today, but it's okay. He can come out here and tend the garden. And she's up. She stinks and everyone's out. She's not really hungry just yet. We have a while left on that, so she can work on some skills. We haven't worked on potty training at all. Imagination is one that she doesn't have as high as all, so is thinking. So let's go ahead and let's knock the thinking out. Let's get that one to level 3. While mom and dad take care of some stuff out here on the farm. We'll vent about our life to the cow. Okay, we're going into our 3rd trimester in 4 hours, so I don't think we'll have the baby in this episode. Oh, Skylar's wondering if we want to go to her house and hang out. I'm gonna say no, just because I feel like there's some things we need to get done around here first, but we definitely will probably want to head around a few of our friends' house. Oh, speaking of maxing skills, Soren just maxed out his gardening skill. Let's go ahead and give a gift to this rabbit. It looks like we can't give this gift. Oh, okay, we can't give it the same thing again. We'll give it a fish then. We have a ton of them. We'll just give it a goldfish. Oh, girl, stop. No, Soren is over the trash. You go play with the rabbits. I didn't realize that you had to give them different types of gifts all the time. Okay, we did not like that one. Let's just chat with the rabbit a little bit. And then, oh, is this a different one? Rowan's calling. Only if it lasts for less than a fortnight. Don't want to do the motive trials. I feel like that not worth my time. Let's gossip about the flower bunny. Where are the other rabbits that we know? I want to work on my relationship with bunnies I know, just because I feel like they're more likely to give me a gift. There's my little spotted one. Oh, okay. They're offering a gift again. So let's go get that gift. It'll be 2 of 3. An orange egg. Okay. You don't happen to be offering a gift, do you? Oh, this one is. Okay, so let's take a gift from this one also. And she's almost got this thinking skill. Yeah, she's 99%. I feel like, there we go. That's that done. Did you get that other gift? No. Okay. Sage. Don't miss out. Get this gift and then you can go do whatever you want, okay? But this is like pretty much it for this aspiration. Oh, a friendly treat. Oh, that's good. That's actually a really good gift. Okay, so now all we have to do is win a Finchwick competition, and all these are out of season. Let's come and tend the garden. I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be done. He's in here with her, so I think that's good. Why don't we comfort her, and then we'll give her a bath because she's very filthy. We'll give her a bubble bath. I think that's cute. They don't have, I think, a relationship type yet. I would love for them to have something a little bit more affectionate, maybe supportive, but they're getting strict. You know what? I'm gonna say no, which is sort of unlike me, but I actually want, I'm trying to tell this story in this way, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose. I'm gonna choose their relationship dynamic because I think it fits. Ooh. Oh, I have to go back and change it to cast full edit. I try to remember to keep my MC command center so that I have cast full edit. You know what? We're going to take it as a sign. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to assign it. And we didn't accept strict just now, but if it comes back up again, then I will accept it because obviously that's just what it's meant to be. And I shouldn't try to force it. So I'm not going to. I'm going to let the relationship go the way it goes. Also, do any of you want to help me with gardening? Oh, okay. Our hen chick just grew up. That's perfect. I wonder how close we are to having our little rooster chick grow up. Because I would love to be able to get some more, chickens. We don't have a ton. We could buy chickens, obviously, but we don't have a lot of money. I was trying not to, and we're not quite to the point to be able to ask anyone for gardening help, so that's okay. Oh, I just did a terrible job with these windows. I did place all these windows on the house since the last part. They didn't have any windows, so, I had to do something. Let's go ahead and milk the cow. Why is she sad? Oh, just from being pregnant. You know what? I get it. I really do. Is there any gardening that needs to be done inside? I think there might be a little bit. We are working on trying to get excellent quality plants, and I think it's pretty much going to be our like indoor plants. I just don't think any of these are as good a quality, and a lot of them are out of season. Maybe we should, maybe after we're done with this, we should actually head into town and see if we can find anything. We don't have a ton of money, but just see if there's like any plants that I think would be good. Also, maybe even like a flower that kind of fits. Um, I think we've talked about kind of all the residents. I did create everyone in town. So this is Kellen and his son Aaron. This is Rowan, and she apparently just had a baby. So interesting. Also, is that a dynasty? I did not make them a dynasty, but I do kind of love the idea of them being a dynasty. Like in my mind, she's the mayor of the town, so that definitely makes sense, but I'm not sure why that happened. I'll have to look at that. We have the Swans who are created. They were the next family that moved in, and then this is the most recent family that moved in. I think we went over to their house in the last part, but I honestly can't remember. I was kind of only planning for potentially maybe one more family in this town and then filling the rest of these lots with like community lots. And I think that is kind of what I'm gonna do, but we'll see. If I might change my mind, I might have like 2 more families move in, but I want to finish this world with this first generation, and I think we're doing pretty good. I think we have plenty of time. We're actually still a young adult, so there's plenty of space, I think, for her to be able to do that. But let's go ahead and head over to the stalls. I think we'll go to the gardening stall, and we might as well start with a haggle. I feel like my luck with haggling with Agnes isn't very good, but it's definitely worth trying. So let's go ahead and see if she's okay. Yeah, she went for it. Let's go ahead and see what she has. So we're looking for a cow plant and then maybe just something easy to grow. I also kind of want to get a flower just because I almost want to have like a flower that we would name our child after, like maybe a chrysanthemum. It's like a yellow flower because our next child is going to be like a yellow generation. Maybe also a daisy. Definitely kind of a waste of money, but I can't help it. And these are in alphabetical order, so we've already passed the C's. I'm going to assume that there was not a cowplant berry. I kind of forgot to look, so could have been, but no, I just see cowberry jam. Okay, let's just buy those. We'll just buy a couple of flowers, and then she'll maybe have those for her child. I don't know if we're having a little girl or a little boy, actually, but I don't think it really matters. We'll check the grocery shop to see if they have a cowplant berry, but I'm not expecting them to, but I would love for it to because that's the last thing I need to do for this next phase of her aspiration. But definitely I'm not seeing one, so that's fine. Should we buy maybe like a couple of wrapped meats? Do we think that'll help us be able to cook anything? I really don't know. Maybe at least lettuce too, huh? A couple small lettuces. I think that would allow us to make salads. And our needs, our girl, her bladder is screaming, so I'm gonna go ahead and send her home. And I think that I'm gonna wrap this part up here. So we're in our 3rd trimester of pregnancy, I believe. So we should be having our baby in the next part. So make sure to let me know. Yeah, we're give birth at any time. So make sure to let me know some potential names for the baby. I'm not really sure, and I don't know what we're having because we'd have no way of knowing. There are no like medical interventions at this point in time in the legacy challenge, so everything's going to be a surprise. Another home delivery, so let me know what you're thinking for names for the babies, and kind of let me know what you think we should focus on skill wise for Sunny as she's growing up. Should we try to hit her with like a, what's the like the Wonder Kid? Should we try to do a Wonder Kid challenge for her? Or let me know. And then the last thing, if you know how I can keep the foxes out of my farm, please let me know below. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this part. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you who takes a little bit of time out of your day to hang out here with me and my little sim creations. And I will see you all next time. Bye.